Hi, I'm Louis Ortiz on behalf of Expert Village, and we're back to continue the preparation of our poached salmon. And we've got a farm-raised Atlantic salmon fillet here, and I've shown you in a previous video of how we wanted to wrap this in some cheesecloth. If you notice, I tied it on both ends with some butcher's twine and left some little handles, if you will. So this will allow us to lift it out of the dish once it's done so that it won't fall to pieces, and we'll put it back onto a cutting board like this and just snip around the cheesecloth, and it'll be a nice pretty piece of fish. Again, I left the skin on because I want to let all the really nice fats and that's a lot of the time where the omega-3s come from is in between the flesh and the skin itself. So I want to leave those in. It's going to add a nice rich flavor to this fish, and that skin's just going to slide right off when we're finished. So I've got a Pyrex baking dish here, and I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in the middle there. And I've got behind me some poaching liquid, which is actually a seafood stock, which we've shown you how to make on a previous video. And the temperature on this, I brought it up to a simmer. It had been refrigerated previously. I brought it up to about 165 degrees, and I've got a stick thermometer here, which I just checked the temperature on that guy. So that's a good poaching temperature. Now the oven is going to be set to about 200 degrees. So this is really just a real gentle cooking process. And if you're doing a large fish or a whole fish, you'll start with cold stock and then bring it up to temperature in a pan, and then put that, either finish it in the pan or throw it in the oven at that point. With a smaller piece of fish, it's okay to use the stock at the temperature that you need it already. And again, you can use any kind of broth. We went to the trouble to make some seafood stock from scratch, specifically for this recipe and a couple others that we'll show you in some future videos. So I'm just going to ladle this over the top, nice and gentle. And what's nice is once we finish with this stock and we've done the whole cooking process on this guy, we'll be able to use the stock for yet another recipe afterwards. Because stocks, after they're kept in the refrigerator for a certain amount of time, can be brought back up to a simmer and clarified again. All right, so we've got a good covering there. We're almost done. All right, and I'm going to top this off with some white cooking wine and pour that in there to add kind of a fumet texture. I've got a sprig of thyme, and I've got a fresh bay leaf as well. So this is just going to go in the oven, and we'll come back here in about approximately 10 minutes and show you what the finished product looks like, and we'll restrain the stock and be able to use that later for something else.